Now watch how they violate their own policies. Watch this.
I said just getting some shots. Well, have you guys coming in or out? For a story.
What kind of story?
The story I'm working on. For myself.
For yourself? Are you an independent writer or what?
I mean, I don't understand why any of that matters.
Well?
Smells funny, huh?
Yeah, it doesn't smell good. What's your name?
What's your name?
Right there.
What is it? It is... I don't have my glasses on.
They supposed to tell you their name verbally, and they're supposed to tell you their badge number verbally, not just point at
there? I'm just asking what it is.
Thin Blue Line lovers.
Well, one, I'm open to the public.
Y'all love this Thin Blue Line lovers.
Not somewhere I can't be. So what is your issue?
What's your aim?
What's your aim?
You Caucasians love this. You Europeans love this.
And try to target us.
Target you?
Target me.
For pictures? Come on, man. Be realistic. Be realistic.
Quit your job.
You're being targeted.
If you think you're being targeted, quit the job.
Awesome.
What can I do for you?
If you think you're being targeted, quit the
Badge
job.
number? Employee number? ID number?
What can I
One
do
of those?
for you?
You are terrorists. Just understand, this is really domestic terrorism. Know that.
Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser doesn't just clean, it actively
These
hydrates.
people
That's
are
just
real
what we
domestic
do for you.
terrorists. Just understand. I mean, I understand. You don't care to understand. Thin Blue Line lovers.
Yeah, I'm just getting your info.
What can I do for you?
I already answered that question. I don't need nothing from you. I said that. First thing you asked me was, what can I do for you? I said nothing. So that's the answer to that question.
So they should just pull off.
What's your name and badge number? Name and badge number?
Look at this. That's against their own code and policy.
Yeah, this guy wants to take pictures.
It's against their code and policy.
Probably something in your policy about taking pictures of somebody who's not committing a crime, huh? I'm assuming the only time you can take pictures is if you have reasonable suspicion of a crime. Typical police.
That's when we can take pictures?
Yeah, of random citizens.
Can I look
Of
at
random citizens, yeah.
Can I speak to you?
Okay, Bay fam, let's go ahead and stop that right there. We all know that I've pointed out in many, let's put it like that, many police policies that police are not supposed to take pictures of citizens, private citizens, for any reason other than reasonable suspicion of a crime. They believe the person is involved in a crime. We'll go ahead and look at Portland Police Bureau directives, which is basically their policy. 0310.20, discrimination, harassment, and retaliation prohibited. We'll look at section 4.2.
Straight harassment.
Inappropriate jokes or comments or gestures. They're not supposed to do that, right? That'll come into play a little later. Right now, let's look at 4.3. Members shall not engage in any form of explicit or implicit retaliation against a community member. For example, a member shall not issue a citation to or take other action against a community member solely for exercising their legal rights, reporting or making a claim of misconduct, filing a tort claim, so on and so forth, right? And so I would say that right now they're definitely retaliating against me. I have a bunch of big officers surrounding me, right? They're not just standing there talking to me in front of me. You got one specifically walking to the side and behind me. You got some parked across the street.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all
don't. You people that support the police.
Their cameras in my face, taking
what is
pictures,
wrong
so
with
on
you?
and so forth, all because I'm there exercising my First
You
Amendment
are
right
insane.
to record the police.
This is what you're
Public, but
supporting.
Also to record the police for media purposes or for any reason I want. Okay? And so this is definitely retaliation. This is definitely them harassing me because I'm doing this, trying to get me to stop doing this. And we know that they're not supposed to take pictures. But let me point out the worst part of this. In the same policy number, subsection 6.1 to be exact, members shall report any discriminatory, harassing, and or retaliatory behavior they observe or become aware of in accordance with Directive 330.00. Internal Affairs, complaint intake.
There's no such thing as a good cop right here.
And now here's
They're
the next part.
supposed to
Members are
report.
not required to follow chain of command in reporting this discrimination. Now, the worst part of this is you have all these officers standing there and watching these other officers. They're not only are they watching, but they're also partaking in it. But you have officers in their car across.
But
the
y'all
street
love the
watching
thin
it,
blue
right?
line.
And
They
who
violate their
reported
own
this
code and
discrimination
policy.
and harassment? Who reported these guys coming trying to bully me because I'm taking pictures, sticking their cameras in my face, surrounding me, and basically treating me like I'm committing a crime when they know that I'm not committing any crime at all. Okay, so that's the worst part of this. Not them doing it. I mean, doing it is bad enough, but the worst part is that none of them are going to say anything to their superiors about it. None of them are going to report it. Let's get back to
No,
the
they're not.
I'm just telling you what typical police policy is. I'm pretty sure it's in yours. So I'll look. No problem.
Okay, go ahead and check it out.
I will. Why don't you
See?
go ahead and get
Look.
on and get back to work and quit bothering
Taking
me.
pictures. It's their policy
You ain't
not
doing
to.
shit. What's your name and badge number again?
How many times?
I didn't hear you. What was it? And what's your name and badge number?
Not even identified. Got
Name and
stripes.
badge number?
Look at him.
This guy's not free.
All right, Bay fam, let's go ahead and stop that right there. As you can see on the screen, section 0312.50, identification policy 1. The Portland Police Bureau is committed to a relationship-based style of policing that promotes positive community relations. Members will demonstrate professionalism and respect by identifying themselves in the course of their work as outlined in this directive. And as you look down more in this directive as well, you find that they have to identify themselves whenever a community member asks for their name. You're going to see them refuse to identify themselves a lot in this video. Let's get back to it.
But it is.
That's right. Just,
Name and badge number? You don't want to
but did
identify yourself?
you support the thin blue
We'll get
line.
it. No problem. All right. So I don't know what you need from me, but
This is what you're supporting.
We're just gonna have
Criminals. Terrorists.
You're that mature, huh? You're
Only
that mature,
people
huh?
that support these people are their
Well,
family
I mean,
members.
a lack of, maybe.
Because they're afraid of them. If anyone else supports these people, you are
So yeah, I'll be
insane.
around for a while. So
You are insane. These are criminals. International criminals. They are not supposed to do none of the stuff that they're doing, but they do it anyway, and you support them. You support
pretty
this.
ridiculous if you ask me.
You are insane. You are insane if you support the police. They're not supposed to enforce code and policy on human beings. It's a human rights violation. They can only enforce their commercial codes
Damn.
on commercial
Here,
property.
you got vehicle,
If you're working,
Edward 25,
you have to be in a commercial
04,
capacity
vehicle ID number
for them
160014.
to say anything to
And
you.
this one I'll give
For
you.
over 150 years, they have been
Here,
committing
we already got it.
domestic terrorism and high treason.
Got my freaking glasses on. 272661.
Yes.
So,
Read the law.
anyways.
They use the color of
Waste of
law,
time here.
calling people black, African American. They use the color of law.
Waste of time here. It's kind of funny.
And it's a
Blocking
federal
traffic.
offense. Look up the color of
We're
law.
blocking traffic, bud.
It's against the law for them to use it, but that's what they use. Black, white, brown,
One can go around.
on their paperwork.
That's officer jaywalking for no reason. He won't identify himself. So,
That's the color of law. They are terrorists. They are domestic terrorists. They are genocidal maniacs.
you leaving yet right here?
They are a killer gang that work for politicians that are stealing.
Shoulda did that
from the
about 5
public.
minutes ago, huh?
It's called armed robbery.
Left.
where I work, dude.
You're out here messing with me for no reason, man. Come on. Taking pictures. Like, what's the big deal? What's the big deal?
None of
Come
them
on, act like a
identified
grown-up, bud.
themselves.
Act like a grown-up, bud. Seriously.
None of them.
mean, you see a guy taking pictures, you know we could do this.
Is that what you're doing?
Like, what's the issue?
Is that what you're doing?
It's obvious what I'm doing. I even told you when you rolled up. I'm getting shots of you guys going in and out. So what's the point of all the like hostility and all that shit? I'm taking pictures. All I needed was a couple shots of a marked car going in and out, and I'm gone. I'm long gone. No, I'll be here now for a while just to prove a point. Just to prove a point. This is a productive use of my time here.
I bet it is.
Yeah, it is.
They terrorists, man.
See you later, right here. You're dismissed. Jesus. You can call me Cookies if you want, sweetheart. That's okay.
You got plenty, bud.
That's okay. Likewise. I feed them to your all the time in bed when you're at work. That's the fucked up part.
You heard him, right?
While you're at work, she's with somebody like me, the type of people you hate.
Always making fucked up comments to people.
And what's your name and badge number, bud?
And they're not supposed to. But that's what you support. Them blue line lovers. This is what you support.
What's your name and badge number, bud? Hey, you have a, no, you did not. You refused to identify yourself. No, you
They
did
all
not.
did.
You refused. Trash.
Trash.
Shit.